Tegan's got it! Unbelievable!
We are up to episode 12 of Lil and Ben. Lil, the more we win means the more podcasts. But are we running out of things to talk about?
We're definitely not. And it's a win for the people. The people get to continue to hear us talk absolute nonsense, and deservingly so, because we're going to keep on winning.
And it's good because it allows us to get more guests on, and that's what we want. We want to hear from more people. We have a great guest today. It is Alyssa Bannan. Excited for your podcast debut?
Do you know what? Not great with camera, but I've been listening for a few episodes, so can't wait.
I reckon that might be our first guest.
Well, they often say they listen, but I don't know if they actually do listen. So you listen? Do you have the podcast saved in your podcast?
I actually have it saved on my desktop. Fun
Wow.
fact. Yeah, you know, on Google, the little tab bar at the top. Yep.
I love
Got
that.
it started on that.
Who's been your favourite guest?
Oh, that's really tough. Do you know what? Gabby's pretty funny when
Gabby's
she come
good.
on. KP had a bit of a spiel as well. She loves to talk, but
that's good.
Yeah.
Hardcore
Well
fan.
done.
I love that.
Yeah, she deserves to be on.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I think the fans will be looking forward to hearing from her. I want to start, Lil, with your hair. So last I saw you was Saturday afternoon. We were leaving Casey Fields, and you were a little bit concerned because you were told you can't wash your hair for 4 days.
Correct.
Update, please.
Still not washed, as I'm sure you can tell. Slick back bun is currently what I'm running with, just to make sure no one sort of gets a stench of it. It's just sort of pushed back, hairsprayed back, just trying to tame it, but nah. Not a great result. When I did wash my hair Friday night, because usually I'd sort of leave it a couple of days pre-game, just because you kind of want some oils in it just to sort of naturally keep it out of your face. It's a real routine. You know how Daisy said last week, what are your routines? Yeah. This is one I probably forgot, was not wash your hair so it's ready for game day. But thankfully I had washed it the day before, but then I just had to smash it with hairspray so it would stay out of my face. But yeah, then when Doc put some glue in my head, when Shelley Heath ran into me and split it open, Doc said, yeah, you can't wash it for 4 or 5 days. So still yet to be washed. I had to apologise to everyone at work and said, sorry, it's not my fault. It's not my decision. I'd prefer to wash it. I'm sorry I look like this, but there's nothing I can do about it.
So yourself and Heathy both had bandages on your heads. Who came off worse from that?
Definitely Heathy. Yeah. I'm just way tougher. No, she got like 4 or 5 stitches in her eye, so she came off pretty poorly, unfortunately. She was in a fair bit of pain too, but no, I just got a couple of centimetre little divot out of my head, bit of glue, fix it back up, and good to go.
Oh, good. It was our first final for the year, of course, which meant your first final. How did you find it? You kicked first goal, which is a nice nerve settler.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Love kicking goals, as Lily has kindly pointed out in a previous episode. Got you on celebrations for that one. But no, I loved it. As you said, first finals appearance in AFLW. Loved every bit of it.
I liked how you sort of changed your mind mid. It almost became just like a bounce. So you were going to kick it and then you just dropped it, picked it up. It was a good bit of composure. But the celebrations you touched on, where did they come from? Do you plan them? Do you think, all right, I'm going to do this today, I want to kick a goal? Because they have been a bit of a talking point for the year.
Yeah, well, the one on the weekend actually, goal come a bit unexpected. So
yeah, you looked a bit confused.
I was not ready for that one at all.
Kind of hand in the air.
Yeah, eyed off the umpire, making sure it was a goal. But previous weeks I've had KP put in a bit of a comment about what I need to do. So
also,
that, yeah.
KP sort of helps you rehearse.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Put in a bit of an idea. So
KP pulling the strings doesn't surprise me.
She does everything, but comes naturally, comes in the moment.
Well, because when you got drafted, I remember watching a goal celebration, like when the club sort of posted a highlights reel of our new draftees coming to the club, and you kicked a goal. I can't remember. You were playing for... Who'd you play for?
Northern Knights.
Northern Knights, yep. And you did this goal celebration, and I remember sending it to Todd being like, she celebrates like Chloe Malloy, who plays at Collingwood. I'm like, far out. I hope she's as good as Chloe Malloy and kicks as many goals as her, because she's got the same celebration. Is that any form of inspiration? Is she a favourite player of yours, or...? No.
Unfortunately not.
Good answer.
I was doing an Instagram deep dive before you came on, and you tagged Chloe Malloy in one of your videos. It was a Special K one. Is that you're sponsored by Special K?
Unfortunately not, but I did get a lot of boxes of free cereal, so I was not complaining.
That was a massive win. Something else I wanted to talk about was at the start of the season you had red and blue ribbons in your hair, red and blue nails. I liked it. It was a nice touch. Where have they gone?
Yeah, I have to blame Mum for this one. She a bit superstitious, says I don't play well with the ribbons in the hair, so I
Right.
had to scrap them the last few weeks, but they might make it come back.
She didn't
We'll
like your
see.
start to the season.
No, she was not happy.
Oh no!
Harsh critic.
What did she say?
She just, doesn't like him. Doesn't think I do too well.
Wow.
And she's a very supportive mother.
Yeah.
She's come here. She's taken you to
Yeah.
training many a times.
Yeah,
She's
very
always there
supportive.
first there, but far out.
No,
didn't
doesn't like the ribbons.
does-
Does
fair
not
enough.
like the ribbons.
Strong feedback. I'm sure she'll be listening. So
Oh, definitely. I'll get some bad.
With the nails, was it anything to do with Macca was pretty unhappy one time. I think you scratched her at training. Was that anything to do with the length of your nails that you cut off the red and blue? Or?
No, actually, the red and blue nails, I was actually just painting them full red and then ran out of nail polish. So I had to find a different colour, and there was blue in the box, so I chose the blue. But
Great choice.
yeah, the nail accident was just pure accident. Did not mean for that.
Yeah,
so, sorry,
Macca didn't-
Macca, sorry.
She didn't take that well, did
No,
she?
she didn't. She was not happy.
Yeah. What did she say to you?
I didn't get any words from her, to be honest.
Oh.
Just complete isolation. But we're okay now. We're okay now.
one of my favourite things is waking up on game day. Melbourne posts on the AFLW channels a game day graphic, but always beaten to the punch by Alyssa Bannan, who
Can count her.
your last 10 posts on Instagram have all been game day.
Yeah.
You post a different photo, all the information, what channel, what time, where you can tune in.
And this week it was even qualifying B. Not even just qualifying final, it was qualifying B final. Are you copy and pasting this from somewhere? or-
No, I just couldn't decide on what to write, so eventually I did edit that and got rid of the B. Yeah, I wasn't too sure what to put in.
You're just trying to keep your friends informed?
Do you know what? My sister actually throwing my family under the bus today, aren't I?
Yeah.
My
I like
sister actually
Did you?
told me that I need to post more on Instagram because I'm
Yeah.
not a social media user. So, footy season here, and I was like, yeah, okay, take the opportunity.
Maybe
so
we'll give you a snippet from the podcast that you could post on there.
I might have to,
That'd be
yeah,
good.
okay, I'll do that.
Just break up the game day graphics.
Yeah.
There's not a lot else happening. It's
No.
literally, as Ben said, the last 10.
Yeah, and do you know what? Once footy season finishes, there'll be nothing else until next season.
Maybe we need to put together a social media plan for you. just to
Okay.
build the profile, get a blue tick. There are a few
Yeah.
blue ticks.
Oh,
floating
Have you
around.
got
That'd
a
be
little
cool.
side hustle? You're trying to promote
Yeah.
yourself. In the off season, this is what I do. I've actually got my own business. Banner, if you want to be my first client, I'll
Exactly
hook
right.
you up.
It's all about development on this podcast. One other thing, speaking about Instagram, after your debut, my Instagram feed or the story thing up the top was filled with Alyssa Bannan because you were sharing every time someone tagged you in an Insta story. There must have been 50 plus people
Surely.
tagging you. You got supportive friends?
I do, and you haven't seen much of that lately, have you?
No.
No, and
They
that's
jumped off the
because, again,
bandwagon?
Lily Mithen here, calling me out in another podcast for too many stories. So I will say after that, I kind of took it back.
Oh no, this is just
Keep coming after me.
No,
so-
I'm not meaning it.
Yeah.
This is. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to change you.
Oh, I
Sorry,
know, I know,
it's
it's
not
okay.
negative. So I probably do get carried away sometime on the podcast and like to pop people, but I promise you, it's.
Yeah, it's okay. All
It's
that
not.
love,
It's
I
not
know,
real.
I know.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm very
okay.
sorry.
I think lift it back
Appreciate
up. So obviously people are taking what we say on here as gospel. We need to be careful with
Yeah, I know.
with
We
what we
need
put
to.
out there.
We need to be careful.
I reckon get the Insta stories
Back
going.
on?
Yeah, get 'em back.
Back on. Yep,
Get them
full
back.
support?
Get the
Okay.
game days happening.
Okay.
But maybe something, a few posts in
Oh,
between
Yeah,
game
break
days.
it
I like
up.
this.
Yeah, break
maybe,
it up.
Okay.
Maybe not yet because the last 10 have all been game. So keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
till
we've got to do
Yeah.
hopefully grand
12.
final.
Keep it
yeah,
there.
12 game
12
day
rounds.
posts.
And then we'll freshen it up a bit.
And then
Okay,
Maybe.
that'll be
because there might have to be like one training pick.
Yeah, training pick.
And
I take
then
plenty
like,
of
have you got
so
pets?
Cool.
Pets
I do have
always.
pets, yeah.
Oh, we need to see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
they
Dog
rank
on
well.
there.
If people don't know what to do, there's always just like a random coffee post every
Yeah.
now and
It's okay.
again. Friends,
posters, yeah.
family, like like throwback to something.
Throwbacks.
What can we throw
Throwback.
back to? A little photos of your
Deb, I
kid.
saw that was on there.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
that was
10?
a really,
Is that year 10?
Year 11.
11.
Talk us through your
A couple
Deb.
of years ago.
Who'd you go with?
Went with, actually, at the time, I wasn't really good friends with him, but now I am, thankfully.
How did he get the gig?
So I was kind of chill about it. Wasn't really prepared for a partner, and then all my friends started hounding me. You got to get yourself a partner. Everyone else has one.
Well, you sort of do need a partner.
yeah, I
Isn't it
know,
about
but I
dancing?
didn't realise how early I had to get it. This is like
Oh,
a year
yeah.
in advance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, quite early. Everyone's right on it, but heard that he was looking to do it. So we have this athlete development program at my previous high school, and he was just chilling in the gym doing weights. And so I was like, okay, this is my chance. I'll go in and ask him. Walked up and I said, hey, heard you're looking for a partner. Do you want to be my dev partner? And he's like, yeah, okay. So
There you go.
that's the story. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty chill.
And now you're actually friends.
Yeah, now we're actually friends.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah.
Wow. So that was your Deb. Anything
Yeah.
else interesting happening on Deb night?
No, not really.
No, okay.
Not for this podcast.
Yeah, we'll keep that for another time.
It's been a good session. We've got Tegan Cunningham waiting to come in the door, so we're going to take a short break. Banno, thanks for your time. I liked it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's good fun. Thank you. And thank you for actually being a listener and a
Of
supporter
course.
of what we do. You're welcome back anytime.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Thanks to our co-principal partner and podcast sponsor, Zurich Insurance. For over 100 years, they've been insuring the people and things you truly love. And just like you, they truly love footy and they truly love the D's.
Welcome back to Lil and Ben. We've got a new guest in the hot seat. Before we bring her in, Lil, you were just talking off air about a little family get-together perhaps. Can you talk us through what's going on with the parents and family members of the Melbourne girls?
Well, Mum put her hand. I was just hanging out with Mum yesterday, and Mum and Dad were saying they want to be the heads of the social committee, and I was like, well, I wonder where I get it from. First off, and Mum was saying we need some sort of Facebook group, WhatsApp group. Like we need to hang out with all the parents and families and stuff. So I was like, yeah, definitely, and like there'll be lots of people going to Adelaide this weekend, so it'll be great to everyone to get together. So I spent a fair chunk of my day today at work getting everyone's partners' numbers, everyone's parents' numbers, putting them in a WhatsApp group, and hopefully they'll all catch up for maybe a bit of lunch before the game, maybe a drink after the game. I don't know, a little fun excursion to Adelaide for
I
everybody.
like that. How many in the group at the moment?
Say how many?
You're not meant to talk yet. You're not welcome.
It's hard to see you and not.
And the special guest is Rexy.
It is a podcast.
She
So.
told me to leave. She told me to come back later.
Yeah.
In the group at the moment, I think there's maybe 12 or 15,
Yep.
but I think there's about 40 people coming apparently. So hopefully we'll get everyone in there.
Be important to get some Melbourne fans because it is at Adelaide Oval, expecting a hostile environment.
Well, I was actually just talking to Mick about this. I feel like lots of supporters that come to women's footy, they just love a contest. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's not too, it shouldn't be like too aggressive toward us. It probably is because it's Adelaide.
I reckon we'll get a few ugly supporters. They love their crows up
Yeah,
there.
I know. But I'm just not thinking it's going to be full Adelaide Oval on like a showdown sort of angry, aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a prelim.
Different people up there.
Yeah, I know. I
It
agree.
is. Yeah. Anyway,
Find out
it'll be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get a few D supporters though.
It's going to be an exciting one. For those that haven't realised, Tegan Cunningham is with us.
Yes.
Tegan,
An inaugural member of
Yeah.
this show of Lil and Ben, once called
2020 early
Inside
days.
Melbourne or
Yep.
something, but we've rebranded to Lil and Ben. Tegan, welcome
Thanks
to
for
Lil and
having me.
Ben, not
Thanks.
Inside Melbourne.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, it's great.
Having
It's good.
you on after a massive game in very good form,
She
Tegan
got leather
Cunningham.
poisoning, I heard.
Oh, everywhere on the weekend. Hands at ground level, just doing it
In
all.
the ruck, up forward.
I
She's
think-
doing it all.
Kicked it down the full. Thanks. Yeah.
Ruck
Starting to stay in
probably
the ruck.
early days wasn't something you were overly keen on.
Mm-hmm.
You were thrown in there probably midway through this season, and it's helped your form, I'd say. Enjoying that now?
Yeah, I am. I think at the start I was a bit nervous. I'm not really a ruck kind of player, and I think I've been thrown in there like once or twice, and I really didn't like it. But I think now that I've sort of picked up a bit more of the running patterns, and yeah, you can kind of get yourself involved a little bit quicker than as a forward, waiting for the kicks to come deep. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I get to play next to Lil. It's
Yeah, it's fun.
fun and games in there.
Why do you say you're not a ruck player? Is it you just don't like the physicality?
It's when the knees coming at you, it's quite scary.
I wouldn't be a ruck player either.
Set of bounces scare me still, but
Do you wear a shin guard?
no.
Oh.
How are your shins going?
They're okay, actually. Yeah, no, I didn't want to wear one because I've sort of mastered the jump to turn, so I don't really use the
Mastered
neck.
it.
Mastered it.
Okay, not mastered.
This
'cause
ruck
clearly
stuff's
I'm-
easy.
Yes.
No, I'm definitely better around the ground. Centre bounces are definitely an area of improvement. They need to, But I think Lozzie P is so good at it. I just try and, not make a lull when I come on. And as long as I can do that, then I think we're in good stead.
Named in the team of the year, AFLW team of the year, Loz Pierce.
She's a star.
Yeah,
She's a
star.
star. Probably our most important player, would you say? Going along that line.
Very close to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a handful, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
She's probably one of the players that, like, you know, if Paxi goes down, we've probably got enough midfielders to support her. If Daisy goes down, and we've been able to sort of fill her role with whoever else. Like Lozzie, the way she plays and what she brings, it's probably she's not really a replaceable player. So to answer your question, potentially yes.
Yeah, very good at what she does. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, one other thing I've noticed about your game is more pre-game. So girls run out onto the ground and you're always last.
Yeah.
Tyler Hanks is challenging that. Where's it come from?
No, Hanksy just comes next to me to keep me company. I think I did it like one game and she was like, why are you here? And I'm like, I don't know, I just like to be at the back. And then she's like, I'll join you. So she's always next to me, always when we run out.
You're right.
It's a nice feeling.
So like you're not trying to push each other out the way to see who's last, or
No. I sometimes try and take her like on the fence. I'll try and cut in front of her so I'm not dead last, just to get that extra thing. Because it's a long ways. When you start at the back and then you run out, you got to haul.
Catching up
it's
to do.
hard. Yeah. Hanksy and I was like, whoa, got to put the jets on here. So that's the struggle about being at the back. But no, it's good to have her next to us.
I've thought about that though, because Days usually leads us out. And she doesn't really wait.
No.
She just kind of goes, and then everyone's just got to catch up.
You
So
should come at the back one day. It's hard.
No,
Maybe training,
I like the
just
front.
give it a whirl.
I like the front.
Front's where the photos happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
by the time
why I
it gets
like
to be
it.
the camera's dead
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
gone.
It's like the story's cut short.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Never make the cut, but
We'll talk a little bit away from footy now. A few Instagram posts from you recently. Can you talk us through something that's going on with a bike?
Yeah. So I'm an ambassador for an initiative by I think it's Bicycle Australia or Bicycle Victoria. Mind Body Pedal, and it's just about supporting females, especially in that age. I think it's 13 to 17. Encouraging them to stay on their bike and ride to school, and more empowerment of a women piece of being true to who they are with their body and their mindset, and
Were you actually a bike rider? Like, did you like riding?
I had a little bike club actually. Yeah.
Bike club.
Funny story. We used to meet at the Milk Bar, get a red eye back in the day. It was like the V back then.
The Red Bull.
Red Bull, yeah, Red Bull. Have one of them and then get on our bikes and ride to primary school.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Who
I was the
was
only girl. I think Erin, my sister, used to come a little bit every now and then, but it was a few of us. There was like four boys and me.
Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Always just breaking down stereotypes, just doing it for the gals.
Doing it for the gals.
Well done.
Yeah.
And in more exciting news,
Yes.
just recently sold your apartment.
Thank
Congratulations.
goodness. Thank you, Lil. Appreciate it.
And there was a bit of a hiccup in terms of selling. It was sort of spread across the media because you're this star selling your
huge
apartment.
star.
Can you tell us about that little debacle?
Oh, God.
Because it was posted publicly that you're selling your
When
place.
celebrities
and
sell, it's a big deal.
It's
It's
and she's a
huge,
big
yeah.
celebrity.
Huge. And I mean, my apartment's worth so much. So it's just next level.
It's kind of like the Shane Warne advertisement.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
basically.
with the
There's no
club.
pool
Yeah.
with 23 in it, but
You
there's
had the
probably a
nightclub.
one
It's
number
around
one.
the door.
You had a nightclub in the cellar, in the
yeah.
basement though, didn't you?
A nightclub.
Big
Definitely.
rooftop with a helipad.
Secret bar you press it comes up. It's just amazing. You should come visit it.
We sold it now.
Yeah, I sold it. A bit of a ups and downs at the beginning. I went with Gary Peer. That's who I bought the property off. And originally they said to me, "Oh, we'd like to use your AFLW status and WNBL status to promote the selling of it." And initially I was kind of like, I don't really want to use it as a marketing strategy. Like if it really gets to that point and we need that, then sure. But at the time, I'm like confident it will sell without that. Anywho, so I kind of declined the offer. And the next minute, I get these people sending me newspaper articles of me in the paper with the whole article being released. It was like the weirdest thing. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't agree to this. So, yeah, but it's all done.
But that's
now.
why someone bought it, because they knew they were securing Tegan Cunningham, WNBL star, AFLW stars.
Added a couple of zeros to it, I think.
Yeah,
Easy.
she's rolling in it. We're about to go on a holiday, and it's Tegan's shout.
It's definitely not my shout.
I've heard this holiday is happening. People probably know Kate, Lil Teagues, very close. I think you call yourself the triangle or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's become a square. Meg Downey joining. How did Meg get involved in this?
You know how she asks questions?
Yeah, she asked a lot of questions.
She asked
about
questions,
it.
so she just asked to come.
You can't say no to Meg Downey.
She just asked to come. She did. She really did. She just
Yeah.
said, "Hey guys, can I come?" And we're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
It
She
makes
didn't
like
actually.
living a little bit easier too. 3's a little bit awkward. I feel like
You'd be
Lil and
third
Kate
wheeling,
might go
yeah.
to them, and I'm just like, oh, this is a bit awkward. So Meg, I'm like, yes, there's someone else. Nah, it's not that awkward.
Where are you heading?
Port Douglas. We haven't booked anything. We're
find a
still
time.
we're still working through it all, but trying to head as far north to get some sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sit there, sun, cocktails.
Yeah. Plus, we haven't been away for over a year,
Yeah.
so it'd be nice.
We
to just
deserve
get
it.
on a plane and go somewhere outside of Melbourne and not for footy.
So you have a tattoo to sort of show off your friendship with Lil and Kate.
Yeah, the little triangle. Just there.
The tattoos
Lil's the little end here, and that's Kate, and then I'm at the top.
top, where you belong.
Yeah, where I belong.
Lil was saying there's a story behind all the tattoos.
There is, yeah.
Can you give us some of the more interesting ones?
More interesting? Well, obviously I've got a little Rexy because my nickname's Rexy. So there. Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You'll Go is one of my favourite books. So that's the little man there.
Wow.
The giraffe was just really cute, so I just got that.
Ben, how about you pick one?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
pick
Pick one
All
and
right.
you.
God, I hope I've got a good story for
I
it.
like the colour. I like the addition of the.
Sorry, let me get my.
Yeah, get your guns out.
Let's go where where the rose is under there. See that colour? Like
This
is
colour?
that just a little bit of highlight?
Yeah, it's just to fill in the sleeve. Like, it's, honestly, I will say it's really hard. Once you get a few, you're like, oh, how am I going to fill it
Yeah.
in? And I initially just had it to sort of the purple here, and
Yeah.
this just became like odds and ends, basically. But the shading just is to fill it in. So I always said to myself I wanted a colourful sleeve, not just a black and white piece. So I made sure that I got some colour in that somewhere along the way.
Very good. Lil, you got a couple of little ones, do you?
Oh, terrible. Yep. Got a little love heart on my finger and this other little random thing on my ankle. Got it the day of my year 12 health exam. I was sitting at a cafe with a couple of friends. 5 hours had gone by and we were just procrastinating studying for this exam, and we're just drawing little pictures on a napkin. And my friend Sam, he said, Lil, like, I actually like this one. Like, I think you should get tattooed on you. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we literally called up the tattoo.
Oh my God.
We called up the tattoo
I love
place
this.
down the road, and I said, hey, have you got a spot, just a little line drawing, if we come now? And they're like, yep, come now. And no one even really told me to do it, or no one else got one, and I got it tattooed on me.
Wow.
I'm more concerned with the price that you would have had to pay to get it done, because my tattoos are quite expensive, but a little line, because I usually have like a minimum charge. So how much was it?
I think 120.
Oh my God. Wow.
Worth
And
it.
I was saying,
Wow.
actually, no, I'm not going to say it.
I'd like to hear this.
No, we were saying that if we were potentially to win the premiership, we're talking about premiership
yeah.
tattoos and whether or not people would get them or not. And I was saying that I'd probably get that removed, lasered, and potentially get it replaced with an emblem.
Right.
But I didn't want to say that because I was like,
you
oh,
wanna
you're going to
jinx it.
thinking too far ahead. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. Because Gabby Colvin, have we even spoken about Gabby Colvin's tattoos on?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's got this one. She won a
You should do a
netball.
whole segment just on tattoos. I reckon you could get like
Yeah.
a lot of the girls
Yeah,
have them.
true. But she won a netball.
Paxi has one in her ear.
Yeah.
June
I noticed it
and Mum's
whilst
Day.
I was interviewing her one time. I was really distracted.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gab won like some country league netball grand final and got a like a
Japanese symbol.
symbol on a sort of like hip bone.
Really?
And it was meant to mean, do you remember what it was meant to mean?
Oh, like victory and like
Victory, success or something.
Something, yeah.
And it, like, she has asked so many people, it means nothing. It's
No
just
idea.
like this Japanese symbol on her hip, and it actually has no meaning
Oh my
behind it
God.
because it's clearly been done incorrectly.
Well,
I think she was
have-
pretty drunk when she got it done.
Yeah, I have 3 Japanese symbols and I don't want to look them up because I'm scared of
Oh,
them wrong.
no.
You just gotta deal with them.
Any regrets? Is there anything you think, oh, that wasn't great? Satisfied?
No, because they've all grown on me. Like I said, they all mean something. So, and maybe like I may look back and be like, oh, it's not the most attractive tattoo, but at the same time, it's probably a story or somewhere I've played basketball or footy or something.
So we were actually just about to finish the podcast, but we had a much better idea, and that idea was to call Erin, Tegan's sister. So Erin, you're actually live on our, well, not really live because it's a podcast, but welcome to Lil and Ben podcast. You're here with myself, Ben Gibson, and your sister. And we were just talking about how you're a comedian and would love some content if you're willing to give it.
Oh, gosh. That's the thing. You can't just put us on the spot like that.
Come on, you've got something up your sleeve. I know you do.
Time.
No,
Hello?
there's no time to prepare.
Oh, gosh. I I actually don't have a joke. Unfortunately, this is the truth, and my whole life is one big joke.
I'm not going to admit it, but it is quite funny, her life. Tell us about how your bike got stolen, but then you saw your bike.
Oh yeah, that time. Oh no, I did. I had when I was living in St Kilda. Rode my bike around everywhere, and I just put it out the front one day, and it got pinched. And then, would you believe that a week or so later, I went down to get a massage on Carlisle Street in St Kilda, and I walk into the salon, and they take me through this back creepy door, laneway, and I'm walking through, and I notice that like my bike is in the laneway, and I'm like, what the? That's my bike that got stolen. And I said to the massage person, I said, how did that bike? And she said, oh, that's a new guy. He just moved in. And I was like, okay, so this guy's obviously stolen my bike and just, parked it in his thing. But, I thought I didn't even try and get it back because I thought, you know what, I've stolen stuff in my bike. It's probably about time that, he needs it more than me. So I thought, okay, he can keep the bike.
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. What about your claim to fame? How that one time you're on the news?
Oh, come on. That's not even funny.
Come on.
It's good. We love it.
We love it.
It's funny, but
What
you need
happened?
the vision though.
Just by being on the tram.
Yeah, so the Channel 7 were reporting about what was happened? Like trams were all delayed.
Oh, yeah, there was a delay and stuff. And then I thought, you know what, I was in the city that day and I walked back onto the tram and then they're like, oh no, something had happened, so they'd stopped on the tram. And so I was sitting on the tram talking to the tram driver because I thought, I've got all the time in the world, I'll just wait until they take off again. And all of a sudden Channel 7 were there filming and they're like, oh, hey, would you like to come out for an interview? And I was like, oh, no, just do it from here. So I just stuck my head out of the tram and had an interview with Channel 7 and then they put it all over the news.
Oh, God. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
I was the protagonist. I was supporting the trams. There was an antagonist who got interviewed after me who was just like, oh, this is ludicrous. We should be on the trams. We should be commuting through Melbourne.
I'll give the boys the footage, don't worry. It's quite funny. All right, thanks for your time, Erin. We do appreciate it.
You.
Thank
All right, have a good one.
Oh, you
Bye.
too, bye. Oh my God.
I've now cried in 2 consecutive podcasts.
Anyway.
Strong finish to a pretty strong podcast. What do you think, Lil?
Yeah, loved it. 2 really good tall guests.
Yeah, tall guests. We like tall guests. That's it for this week. We will be back next week, hopefully with a grand final preview. Good luck for the weekend.